Morning people, this is Sam again, South Carolina Happy Bees. This is hive number 125 East Fence. It has two deep 8-frame boxes and one super. That's deep. That's the super there in the middle, the brown one, and that's the bottom deep. Okay. The reason we put the super in the middle is because they wasn't building it out on top, and I put it in the middle hoping they would. So we're going to check now and see what they're doing. Check the top one first. Then I hope I can remember to come back and fix it, so y'all can see the bottom. Okay. This one has a white queen. She was in the bottom. Had brood stores eggs. Brood on the west side, which is to my right that way. My back is to the north. The smoke is getting intense. Okay, let's look in here and see what we have. See if they did. Another thing, people, with these tops, if you pull the top off and you stick your finger under there, mine aren't real tight, and if they are tight, it doesn't matter if they're tight or not. Sticking your finger under there, you could be grabbing a spider or who knows what. Okay, bees are in the top. It has a few in the top, on the top box. See no queen. If I turn this thing around, I'll see myself. Probably not. Okay, we'll take this top feeder ring off. They have stuck down real good. There the bees in it. We're going to flip it upside down so we don't squish nobody. This is their feeder dish, and I don't think we fed them. There's no pine straw in there. May have given them some more. Well, got a little wax in there. No bugs. Go over here and get my stand. These are stands that I bought from Goodwill. Yeah, it wasn't a Goodwill, it was a thrift store. Same thing as a Goodwill, only they didn't charge as much. And they helped more people. But anyway, I bought those from them that was donated to them from a hotel or a motel when the motel was changing over or closing down or whatever they were doing. This side, this frame here has some honey, some nectar, very little pollen, and a drone here and there. Okay, so we need to find a place to put them now. Let's shift them over here. It's hot and humid out here already. It ain't even 10 o'clock yet. This one here has honey and nectar. Little girl bringing in pollen. Well, this might be our honey frame. I mean, our honey group. But they're bringing in pollen here, and nectar, where the other ones are having a situation with it. But I still think that's what was wrong with the other ones. It's an old hive over there too, 127. This one here is a super frame that is completely capped, both sides, and they're filling in the bottom. But we'll cut that bottom off and put it on another frame. You see that honey frame? That's completely filled. I don't know why they couldn't have done that in honey super to start with. This one has some brood on it, some honey, and let me get my little flashlight since my big one don't work. What was the thought? Well, I don't have my little one with me either. But I don't see any eggs in it, so we're not going to worry about it. We don't have any clouds. The sun hasn't come above the trees yet. We're scraping off some of the yellow mark showing where a queen used to be. I'm getting loud and noisy. This one here has some honey and some brood. But no eggs. And they don't really like me opened up the hive too much because kind of like, I guess, you being in your house with your air conditioner on and somebody coming in. There's another little green bee coming in. Yeah, we'll put this down in the middle so the queen can get up to it. Here's another little green bee. It's where she goes into the flower or wherever she's getting her pollen from. And she's fluffing up the pollen maybe to put it in her little baskets. And it's just fluffing all over. Okay, this has got some brood on it. A couple more little green bees. Has some brood on it. I see them. And we will be oxalic aciding these girls today. Just a little bit. This one here has pollen. Little honey, pollen. Oops. And bees. We will put it back in the house. Slide all these over. Take this one, put it back up here. And we're going to take these and set them over here. Gets heavy, folks. Now this is their honey super, which will change the camera in just a second. Let me finish this. I have to mark my tops. This is our honey super that we want them to build out, and we'll probably put it on the top. This is one that they're working on it. Not a whole lot yet, but y'all look at the old one of this one that we did. We did the rubber band with some that we cut off, and we'll show you what happens to that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. This is one that just got hot. It had rubber bands on it and it fell out. Okay, what we're going to do with that is just remove all the wax. We'll remove the wax and the bees. Take it over here and put it in my wax melter, which is real handy. But they still haven't done a whole lot up here. But they're working at it. This is one that just fishing line that they're working on. This next one has wax. I think I put this one in here, wax and fishing line and wax and fishing line. And they're working on it, but not very hard. Fishing line about the same way as the others. Plastic about the same as the others. We'd add a honey flow. My opinion, just my opinion, that's all it is. Just stand back. Get this one here. we'll take this honey super here and put back in the top where it's supposed to be. That way the queen can come up into this brood box and hatch. Lay eggs. And this bottom one, they can do what they want to with it. The super, they can do what they want to with it. But like I say, I think we got another honey flow coming at some point. Okay, look at the bottom now. Bottom. Oops. Need my sit down thing, but I ain't got it. So we'll do this the hard way. We need to find some broods, some eggs, some larvae. This one is just about door-to-door honey. Has a little pollen on it. No eggs. See this side? It's just about laid up with honey. A piece of wax on the bottom, we're going to get rid of that. Some that dropped off the last time. We're going to put it back here. Take this wax. That little bee doesn't like. We're going to smoke these little buckets right now. Actually, when it gets hot, they may not be as sweet. You know how it is when you're in your house in summertime. There's a white queen. So we know we got a queen. That one has some pollen, eggs, and honey, and a white queen. Y'all know when a honeybee stings you, they got barbs in their stinger, and when they fly off, now it pulls their insides out, but that little barb will stay there, and it's got a muscle on it, and the muscle will sit there and just keep pulsating, pumping out poison or venom or whatever you want to call what they got. This one has brood, eggs, honey, pollen. But she's been staying downstairs because they don't like going through too many boxes to get to where they're going. This one here has drones, honey. Got drone cells. And honey on that one. They make all off, so we're not going to. This one is loaded down with bees, pollen, and nectar, and larvae. and eggs, both sides. So she just needs to go up. This one here looks like it'll load it down too. It has brood, honey, little pollen, eggs, larvae, and bees. Looking good. This one's loaded down with bees. People, the reason I'm scraping these bees off the bottom, I need to hold it up here to where the sun is so I can see what's in it. This one here has eggs, brood, little honey, larvae. Same thing on that side. Same thing on both sides. But if I didn't wipe those bees off, when I pulled it out to look at it, it could have fallen off. Well, we know where the queen was. Remember yesterday we started, the first one had queen on it, and then when we got down here on this side, it had the queen on it again. So she jumps around. She don't want to drop the queen. Not that I think she's underneath here anyway, she'd be on the top. But try to hold it above the... This one's got honey, capped honey, brood, larvae on both sides. And that's on the outside. So, what we might do, no, I think they'll be okay. She'll go upstairs. And if you don't, in a week, we'll check them again and see what they're doing. Maybe a week. Might be a little more, could be a little less. This is their honey frame. Now we're going to give them some pollen. And we saw a little pollen, but not that much. And you need pollen to feed the babies. Oh, moldy. Good, we're going to put them back down there. Put some more pollen there. the honey super back on. See if they're build it out now. Queen can go up to her house, her boxes. I don't know if they need it or not. We're going to give them a little bit here, not much. And that's just in case their supervisor tells them that they need to go find something to eat. We're not even going to give them any more food. Yeah, we couldn't we? Nah. Okay, we got y'all where you can't see again, no. Top back on and their feeder and everything. We got some little bees in here that need to come off. Okay, that's about it, people. We could give them a little bit of water, and we'll come back and give them some water in a few minutes. Break the top off a little bit. Put your top back on. Put on here what we did, and go to the next one. Well, this is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees. Y'all give us a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, share, let your friends know about us. Y'all just have a great day. Bye.